Now, away from elections, a 13-year-old girl deformed at birth at Kparigu in the northeast region is at risk of being killed by ritual killers who claim to suspect her to be a spiritual child. Now, the child, Fauzia Seidu, was born with a condition in which her right leg continues to develop as she grows. Doctors have also explained the condition as a split foot malformation, usually resulting from gene mutations. The girl, however, has been deemed as a spiritual child possessed by evil spirits. Now confined and unable to receive treatment, she faces the constant threat of being harmed by those who wanted to kill her at birth. Joy News' correspondent Ilyasu Tanko traveled to meet with her family, who are turning down the demand by the community witch doctors for her to be murdered.
The killing of so-called spirit children was a common practice in northern Ghana, where children born with some form of acute deformity or disability were condemned as being possessed by evil spirits. These children were mostly killed by being fed with poisonous concoctions or sometimes buried alive by village elders, otherwise known as soothsayers or witch doctors. The practice was shaped by poverty and ignorance in remote and often marginalized communities in the north. It was said to have originated as a way of poor families to deal with deformed or disabled children that they could not take care of. The practice died down in 2013 following an undercover expose by renowned investigative journalist Anas Aremiao Anas, who tracked down and exposed some of those responsible for the atrocity. However, the practice appears to still exist, as the family of this 13-year-old girl said there was an offer to kill her because she was born with a rare leg deformity. The grandfather of the girl, Issa Seidu, said he rejected the offer. We asked him about ritual killings in the area and why he refused to allow her granddaughter to be taken through the practice as traditions demanded. He explains.
She was born in this condition, which made some people to call her a spiritual child. We were even advised to eliminate her, but I refused and said she must leave. And she has lived till now with the leg also developing as she grows.
Why did he refuse?
I rejected the advice because of fear the parents might not be able to reproduce again, or the same child could have been reborn, as I witnessed in the past, where a deformed was reborn 3 times to the same parents after it was murdered spiritually.
Now he wants assistance from the public to treat the medical condition of the girl.
I am ready to give my fullest support and pleading for help to treat her.
Those involved in this practice perceive it as solution to any problem a family might be having at the time of a child's birth. The child is usually blamed for such sicknesses in the family. However, in the case of this young girl, plastic surgeons, according to health experts, are usually able to improve the quality of life and functionality of the limb through a series of corrective procedures. The orthopedic surgeons are also sometimes involved in order to achieve certain desired outcomes. But due to poverty, the girl is unable to receive treatment and has been confined away from the public eye. Her uneducated parents, who are both peasant farmers, are appealing for help to seek treatment to save the girl's life.
As a first-time mother, I wasn't expecting my child to be like this, so I fainted due to that. I fainted for several moments, and it took all seriously to bring me back to consciousness. And we are praying for help to treat her leg. We have nothing and pleading with those with something to help us. As a mother, anytime I see her in this condition, I cry a lot, but always look up to God.
So tum wala biyo kan sula na wunne nuwa ya fatin ba yina usun fatin ba tibmi anya alafiya de mon be shima manyo ba yinyum nguna ba kanya astin ba nuwa nya asim o mama sashi kan o ma nan bana kanya asim.
We continue to pray every day for helper to save her life. Looking at her condition as her father, I am always unhappy at her condition. Her mother also is always troubled. We don't have the financial muscle to treat her. We are begging for help for her treatment and for us to also have peace in our lives as parents.
The kaya den ya yinan sun kabima balma tibi ati famtre ni rebe ba yan sun ti te gwai ka pam yinan sun ka babima nya lafiya ati banya su do ati be funu.
Ilyasu Tanko reporting for Joy News.
That's a very, very heart-wrenching story there. It's time for business, and Darryl Kwao is standing by.